Let's get my timer going. So everybody find some space on the floor, not laying on the floor, standing on the floor, some space around you. And we'll get my timer up to keep us honest. And we will start with our warm up, standing in this starting position. We're going to go through this twice, about 30 seconds each. Somebody's microphone's still on. Who's there? Oh, it's Miss Bonnie. That's all right. Okay. So stand where you can see me. You're going to take your left wrist, grab it with your right hand. I want you to lean over to your right side, come back to the middle, do a quick little heel raise in the middle, and then switch hands. Lean to the other side, heel raise in the middle, switch hands. Lean to the one side, heel raise, switch sides. So I'm pulling to my left, pulling my right arm to my left, heel raise in the middle. Now I'm pulling my left arm to my right side, just opening up that side body, alternating each of these, just getting a little, bringing a little movement to our practice here today. One more time. And here raise. Now turn, well, you don't have to turn, but I'm going to turn. We're going to do hamstring sweeps, which means you stick one foot out, leg out in front of you straight. You're going to sweep on down, keeping a nice flat back, draw those shoulder blades in, switch. So you're sending your hips back, drawing in like you're receiving a present, bracing as you come up, heel down, toe up. That leg is straight. That's why it's called a hamstring sweep, because you're working on your hamstrings here. All right, we're gonna switch exercises or switch warm up. All I want you to do now is you're gonna squat, press your hands out, bring it back in, send those arms up. Do it again. As you squat and send your hips back, you're gonna send your arms front. When you stand up, your arms go overhead. Squat, press front, stand up, push up. Squat, push front, stand up, push up. Out and up, out and up. 3, 2, 1. Step out, jack. This time I want you to cross those arms in front of you, step out, draw shoulder blades together, cross, step out, cross, step out. You can do it one arm, Leanne. Don't lose that little one. You can stick with the one arm. At least you're doing it. And she's holding weights while we're doing the warm up. So kudos to you. See, talk about weight training. So a nice graceful move out and in, move out and in. In 2 seconds, we're gonna start at the top again. So take a wrist, feet are hip width apart, reach to one side, quick heel raise in the middle, switch hands. Heel raise in the middle, so lean over, pulling that wrist, quick heel raise in the middle, lean over to the middle, heel raise, switching the wrist that you're holding in the middle. You have 10 seconds. Heel raise, just a nice gentle warm up. Kind of leading you down the primrose path, let's just say. All right, hamstring sweeps, heel down, toe up, chest up. Keep those clavicles open as you reach and bring that in. Draw shoulder blades together, reach and bring that in. Alternating those legs, sticking your butt back. You will feel this behind your thigh. Hopefully not your lower back. If your lower back is bothering you, keep it a little more shallow, meaning you don't have to go as far. In 5 seconds, we're going to switch to those squat, push out, and push up. 2, 1, squat, push out, stand it up, push it up, reach for the ceiling, reach towards the wall, reach for the ceiling, reach to the wall. You can be here. You can keep it small. You can make it bigger. You can go faster. If you want to bring your heart rate up, you can go slower. It's all about bringing movement to our workout tonight. In 3 seconds, you're going to do those step out jacks. 3, 2, 1. Cross, sweep out, step out, cross, sweep out, step out. Inhale, exhale as you're going through this. Nice deep breaths, fill your lungs. So you can make it faster. Kind of harder that way. You can keep it slower and potentially more graceful. You have 5 seconds, and then we're going to start with our weights. 2, 1, and rest. You'll want to keep a drink handy if you know you're one of those individuals that gets thirsty as we go through. You're welcome to take a break as much as you like. Tonight's challenge is kind of like a Tabata, but it's not the traditional 20 on, 10 off. It's 25 seconds on, 10 off, because sometimes it takes us a little bit to get rolling with it. But we're gonna start with something easy peasy. I will show you the first exercises here, and choose as heavy weights as you can. You're only doing it for 25 seconds. In this set, there'll be 2 exercises that will alternate between for 8 rounds, okay? So our first exercise is a bent over row. So we're gonna hinge at our hips, flat back. Don't start yet. I'm just gonna show it to you. I want you to send your elbows back. Now, one thing that people do a lot with this is they keep them too shallow and it looks like this. Keep these low, right around rib cage, between rib cage and hips. That's where those weights should be coming. So those are our bent over rows. Alternative for that is to sit down and row, okay? And then we'll go to a tricep extension where we'll glue our upper arms and send our arms back, squeezing this top part of our arm, the back part, the tricep. You can also do that sitting down. So let's start at the top of that. Bent over rows for 25 seconds. I'll tell you when to switch. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze and press it down. If your weights aren't heavy enough or too heavy, switch them out. Get something that works well for you. Brace and squeeze and brace. On your lower half, you can be in this split stance like I am. You can have your feet side by side. You're gonna have a break coming up here in about 5, 3, 2, 1. Now, you wanna stand up during that, you may, but in 7 seconds, we're going right back into it with these tricep extensions. So go ahead and bend over, glue those upper arms, and extend and bring it back in. So you, again, can be in this split stance on the bottom like I am. You can be side by side. You can do these single arms. So if you're doing them single arms, looks like this. Double arms, they both go back. So you choose, you're gonna get a chance to migrate between those each. 2, 1, rest for 10 seconds. Going back to those rows. So hinge at the hips, flat back, roll those shoulders back and go. 25 seconds here, pulling in, pushing down, pulling in, pushing down. So we do a lot of timing stuff in this class because some people have really heavy weights and some people have really light weights. Lighter weights sometimes let us go faster. Heavier weights tend to slow us down. They're both right. But this way you're not stuck with counting or me counting. 2, 1, and rest, stand it up. And you can go as fast or as slow as you need to. All right, extensions, 4th round, 3, 2, 1. Glue those upper arms, extend those forearms, press and bring it back in, press and bring it back in. This is one where I find that it's better to have your feet staggered like mine, because then you don't rock back and forth. You have 10 seconds, keep it rolling. I'm coming to have a look-see. At some of us. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Leon, keep that chin tucked. Bonnie, you look so nice. Everybody's looking great. Rest. All right, we're going back to the rows. We're halfway done with this one. 3, 2, 1, and go. Pull and release. Pull and release. You can think of this as a lawnmower, starting the lawnmower. Do you need to do it one-armed? You can do one-armed, alternating each side. There's room for all of this here. Squeeze those shoulder blades at the back. Keep those elbows low. Make sure those hands, those weights are hitting somewhere between your rib cage and your hips. Rest. Okay. Tricep extensions, 3, 2, 1, and go. Extend and release. Extend and release. Just a little split stance, slight bend in your knees, whether your legs are side by side or whether they're split like mine. Upper body is probably feeling this. So rather than just slop your way through it, go to single arms. You'll still be able to get reps in. It'll still count. Rest. So rather than give up on the exercise, go to single arms or pick, you can switch out weights. All right, last time for rows and go. Pull and release. Pull it in, lawnmowers. Pull and release. Where are those hands landing? Are they near your rib cage, bottom of your rib cage? Somewhere between there and your hips? Or are they riding up underneath your armpits? No armpits, okay? 5 seconds to go. Squeeze and release. Nice neutral neck and rest. One more set of tricep extensions, then we're gonna go to the next exercise. 3, 2, hinge at the hips, flat back, glue those upper arms and go. This one just keeps coming at you tonight. But we're only here for about 45 minutes. Try to hit all over body. Man, my upper arms are feeling it. Remember earlier when I picked those heavier weights? Yeah, gets me too. Rest. All right, set those weights down. Okay, grab a drink if you need it. I'm gonna quickly show you your next exercises. You might want a little bit lighter weights for this. We're going to do alternating curtsy squats with a crossover punch. Now, if the curtsy lunges, squats bother you, or you're not able to do them, or it's just not suitable for your hip tonight, I'll give you an alternative. But our first exercise will be tucking one leg behind, balancing on this front leg, and crossing over. So whatever leg is going behind is the arm that's punching across your body. And then we're gonna switch. Alternative is to squat and punch, squat and punch. Make sure these weights aren't too heavy, because when you get that extension in, it can do a number on your shoulder, so be careful. Other exercise with this one will be alternating supination curls. So look at my hands, supination curls. They start with our knuckles away from us, curl them up, knuckles away from us. So my palms are towards me, twist my forearms, bring them up, okay? Those are our 2 exercises. Are you ready? Oh yeah, I hear y'all. 3, 2, 1, and go. Alternating curtsy, cross punch. So single leg balance, only touching that toe in the back. Here's a side view of it. Bending that front knee, pushing back into that hip. If you're doing squats, looks like this. Still bending and pushing hips back. These are hard to get that balance in there. 3, 2, 1. All right, rest. Supination curls. These are the curl and twist our arms up and down. 3, 2, 1, and go. Curl up, push them down. Curl them up, push them down. Now, don't let these weights just flop down, okay? I want you to control them up. I want you to slow that descent down. That's the harder part of the muscle. It's that lengthening phase. Just brace your abs. You have 8 seconds. And then we're gonna go back to those curtsy cross punches. Rest. All right, you guys are all here. Rest. Curtsy cross lunges. 3, 2, 1, and go. Cross and press. Cross and press. Cross and press. If your knees are bothering you, go a little more shallow. Knees bothering you, offer a little more support from that back leg. You can work on balance here by just touching that toe in the back. You can continue to work on strength if you need to put that leg down a little bit more. Keep crossing and rest. Aren't you glad we're not doing 4 sets of those in a row? My hips can feel that guy. Supination curls. 3, 2, 1, and go. Curl them up, bring them down. I'm gonna grab some heavier here. Curl them up, bring them down. So my pace has slowed down some. That's okay. If your pace has slowed down some because you got these big honking weights, do it. If you got lighter weights, keep rolling through. Curl and down, curl and down. You got 3, 2, 1. Switching weights if you need to. Back to those curtsies. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Curl and press. Curl, cross punch. Curl, cross punch. Stick that leg behind, cross over. Curl, cross over, cross over, cross over. And need those squats. Don't forget about those squats. If you're like, oh man, what did she tell me to do? If I can't do the crossovers, take it to that squat. 2, 1, and rest. Going back to those curls. We are more than halfway. 3 sets to go. 3, 2, 1. Curl them up, bring them down. Curl them up, bring them down. Control both ways. Control both ways. Here and here, here and here. You have 10 seconds. We got this. Rest. Curtsy, cross punch. Big thing with this is when you curtsy, you want to be pushing back into that hip. Are you ready? Set, go. Curtsy, cross. Make sure you're pushing back into that hip, not pushing anteriorly on the front of that knee. So you got to move away from it, which means put your butt back. Put your butt back. It's a single leg squat, honestly, ladies. That's what this ends up being. Who knew you were going to do these tonight? 3, 2, and look good doing them. Rest. Last time for supination curls, bicep curls, working all 3 muscle groups that we use here. Ready, set, go. Curl them up, put them down. Brachialis, the biceps, brachialis. I'm trying to remember my anatomy now. That's giving me trouble. You got 10 seconds here. Curl them up, slow that descent. Curl them up, slow that descent. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next set of exercises, you're going to want one heavy weight or double up on the weights. I'm just going to use my double weights. It ends up being 12 pounds. We're going to work one side one time and then the other side the next time, alternating sets as we go through. Okay, so it'll look like this. We'll have fingertips on ears. Okay, we're going to bend down to the weighted side. You're going to use these muscles to pull yourself back up, bring that knee up and squeeze. So here to here. Then the next set, we'll switch sides. If there's any portion in that gives you trouble, stick with the part that's working. If this is the part that's working, that's great. If this is the part that's working, great too. You can combine them both, do it. On your mark, get set, go. Lean down, squeeze up, set it down, lean, squeeze up. Oh, so we get a little balance work right here, always looking for that. And squeeze, lean over and squeeze. You're gonna feel this one. Oh, Leanne, when you said you hope you don't feel it tomorrow or that you'll be all right, you'll be all right, I promise you. 2, 1, switch hands, switch sides with the weights. You got 10 seconds to rest. This is probably your non-dominant side, just like the rest of us. That's what I chose. Ready, set, fingertips on ears. Lean, draw it up, squeeze it up. Set that foot down, lean and squeeze. Here, his knee from the side, here and here. So that knee is not coming front. I'm trying to get it off to the side. If it was the front, it would look like this. No front. Lean, squeeze on the side. Lean, squeeze on the side. Rest. Switch those hands, switch those weights. Fingertip tips. All right, guys, can you hear me? No, they can't hear me. Oh, yes, you can hear me. Okay, I'm back, I guess. I can't see all of you. My tech guy came in and it fixed itself all on its own. All right, so we did twice on one side, once on the other. Let's go back, pick a side. We'll do about 4 more sets. Fingertips on ears, bend and squeeze, bend and squeeze, bend and squeeze. I have no idea what happened. I promise you I didn't touch anything. Bend and squeeze. You got 10 seconds. We're gonna do 2 sets on each side. Hopefully that will even things out. 3, 2, 1, switch hands. All right, I hope everybody's still with us. Yep, you guys all right? I got most of you. Other side, fingertips on ears, bend and squeeze, bend and squeeze. Here and here, here and here, here and here. I'm not touching anything. You're all little dots out there, but you guys are pretty good. You got 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 10 seconds. We're going to do one more time on this side. There we go. Ready, set, go. Bend, squeeze, bend, squeeze, bend and squeeze. Weird things have been happening all day. I heard that the lights were all out on 501 this morning for people trying to come to work. That was a mess. They put up little stop signs. Maybe this is the way our Tuesday's supposed to go. 2, 1. One more time on this side. That way we're evened out and then we'll move on. Fingertips on ears, weights held there, shoulders rolled down and back. Ready, set, go. Lean and squeeze, lean and squeeze. And I won't apologize if we did too many of these because we all need this trunk control. We all need this balance work. You guys can handle it. You can always break it apart if you need to. Last 8 seconds. Lean over. Boy, this is working our abs. And rest. Next set of exercises. We are 3 sets in. How about that? Now, this is the one where you might need your chair. Okay? You might need your chair. I'm going to put my chair here just so you see. We're going to do a static lunge, which means we're not going to be walking it forward and backward. Whatever leg is in front, I want the weight to be in that hand. You can use the chair for balance or hands off and work on your balance. All we're going to do is go down in a lunge, and as we rise up, we're going to press up. So remember, 90-90 in the back. 90-90 means the back leg's 90, front leg's 90. It's not straight. We got to get a bend in there. All right, and each time we'll switch sides. So my left leg is forward, the weight is in my left hand. On your mark, get set, go. So go down as you rise, press it up, down and up, down and up. Hands off the chair if you can manage it. Most of your weight and your power is coming through that front leg. Back is there to support the back leg. Sometimes all it takes is a little finger touch on that chair or that wall. You can also use the wall. 2, 1, switch sides. Switch sides. I'm going to go to this side. So now it's in my right hand. My right foot is front. 3, 2, 1. Down, press it up. Down, press it up. Down, out. The abs are braced. We have a tiny little hinge in our hip as we go down. Front knee is not casting over our toes. If you're going straight down, you should not have any front knee pain. I can see many knees. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Switch sides. Again, support or no support. Left leg forward. Left hand holds the weight. 3, 2, and go. Down and up. Anybody else find that one side's a little bit stronger? That's okay. Keep that weight over that shoulder. Make sure it's not pressing forward. It's just pressing from shoulder to above your shoulder. Sometimes if our hip flexors are tight, you're going to feel this. Rest. Hip flexors the front of that leg. Switch sides. Right foot, right hand. weight up at that shoulder. 3, 2, 1, belly brace, go down in that lunge, press it up, down, press it up, down, press it up. Your back heel should be off the floor. Your whole entire front foot is on the floor, providing that stability. You have 10 seconds here. This will bring you to your halfway mark, which means you only have 4 to do after this. 2 each side. Rest. Yes, great job, gang. Don't give up yet. We're halfway through. Our glass is half empty. Left foot forward, right leg back. Left hand holds the weight and go. And up, down, and up. Now, just as I said before, if you need to go slower, you're fine. We have a timekeeper here. It's keeping track of us. Down and up. You got 5, 3, 2, fit one more in here and rest. Switch sides. So if your knee bothers you, don't go down as deep. Ready, set, go. Down and up. You can also not do it with the weight. You can just reach your arm up and down. You can provide more support from your back foot, meaning you can put more weight on the back foot. Drive through that front heel will also facilitate not getting that knee pain. Front heel, 3, 2, fit one more in here, rest. Guess what, guys? You only have one more each side. One more 25-second stint. That's it. And then we switch exercises. Ready, set, left side, and go. Up, down, and up, down, and up, down, and up. Your pace. Own your exercise. You have 10 seconds here. 5, 2, 1, and rest. When I walked in the house tonight, I thought it was cold because the air conditioning is running. I'm not cold now. Nobody should be cold. Ready? Weight up, foot in the front, and go. Down and up. Down and up. Brace those abs as that weight gets overhead. It's more of a challenge to your trunk. Remember your options here. Shallow, deep, faster, slower, weights, no weights, chair, no chair. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Wow, there are a lot of different exercises that you could do that way. All right, you guys have 30 seconds rest. I am going to show you the next exercise. You can grab a drink. You're gonna hang those weights in front, palms towards you, palms towards your thighs. We're gonna squat, kind of like a gorilla, and then you're going to do an upright row. With the upright row, elbows and elbows lead the way, weights come to your chin, okay? So we're gonna stick with that for four blocks, okay? Then we're gonna switch exercises for the other 4 blocks. So get set, wide stance. So heel toe out, toes should point at 10 and 2 o'clock, sitting down, 3, 2, 1. Put those weights in the middle, draw them up, leading with those elbows, down, upright row, squat down, upright row. Everybody did it at the exact same time on my screen. It was a beautiful thing. It's synchronized weightlifting. Down, only come up to your chin. Only come up to your chin. Works your deltoids, your anterior deltoids, your medial deltoid. That's that nice little shoulder cap. And rest. Rest, rest, rest. We're going to do the same thing again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Down in the middle, pull them up. Almost like you're zipping your kid up to the chin with his zipper. It'll soon be time enough for these winter coats, I know. Down and up, down and up. 10 seconds. Down and up. Feeling it in the shoulders, feeling it in the forearms. Yeah, it's kind of like a double whammy, huh? Rest. So the last exercise worked some of our deltoids, and it worked our traps and our latissimus dorsi. Ready, set, same thing, go. This is solely working this shoulder cap right here. Okay, both of them for that matter. You guys look good. Up to the chin and down. Yeah, you have 10 seconds. And one more round of this. Down and up, down and up, down. See, our butts are still going back. Rest. You can shuffle those feet, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. And up, down, and up. Last round of this. Then we're switching out for 4 sets of a different exercise. It's nice to switch around, to alternate exercises, but it's also nice to challenge our muscles this way. A little bit of fatigue and endurance sets in. Rest. Next exercise for 4 blocks of work will be alternating lateral lunges with a bicep curl. And when you do your bicep curl, I want these end caps to come up towards your shoulders and down. Lateral lunge, let me show you quick. Lateral lunge, butt back, rise and squeeze. Looks like this from the side. Butt back, rise and squeeze. Butt back, rise and squeeze. Who's with me? Let's go in 7 seconds. Stand in the middle. Weights hung down at the side. 3, 2, 1. Step to your left. Reach those weights down. Step to the middle. Roll them up to the top. Weights to the right and up. Step to the left. Weights reach down to that foot. Curl them up in the middle. Down to the right. Curl them up in the middle. Down to the left. Rise and squeeze. You have 10 seconds here. Make sure you're reaching behind you with your glutes. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 5 seconds. Weights in the middle, or weights by your side. Sorry. 3, 2, 1, and go. Step to the side, come up in the middle. Squeeze those weights up. Stand tall in the middle. So you're just stepping, single leg lateral lunge. Other leg can be straight or bent. If it's too bent, it ends up being a squat, but I won't complain about that. Squats are good for us. Just try to alternate the leg that's stepping out and rest. Whew. Oh, breathe deep while you have a chance. Roll those shoulder heads back. Hang those weights by your side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Step to the left, reach down, curl them up, squeeze them up, down, curl them up, squeeze them up. So this one has turned into a little bit of cardio. That's all right. Always the same rules. You can go slower. You can go faster. Just go, okay? Rest. As long as you're moving and grooving and giving it a try, it all counts. Every single rep. Every single rep counts. 3, 2, 1, last round, go. Reach, stand up in the middle, rise and squeeze, reach. Make sure we're not caving down over this, meaning we're not rounding our back to reach towards our feet. Keep that chest open. Keep that back flat. Be proud. So we're still hinging at the hips, squeezing up in the middle. Rise and squeeze. You got 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Wow, just like that, we're more than half an hour in. Oh, a good one. You get an extra, you get 30 seconds here. Grab that drink. We are doing 4 of one and 4 of another. So here's an important part of the first one. I want you to turn, and have those palms forward. We're going to do a bent over, flat back, reverse row. So it works a little bit more of our biceps. We're gonna pull in. It's not a bent over row. It's a reverse grip row. That's your first exercise. Are you ready? Yes. On your mark. Bend over, right at your hinge at your hips, flat back, palms forward, ready, set, go. Pull in, put it down. So you're doing a belly row, reverse grip row. You're pulling this weight in to your stomach, almost like you're rowing a boat. Knees are bent, a little soft bend in the knees, abs are braced. Back is working, our posterior chain is working, whether it's your glutes, your hamstrings, your lats, your biceps, or your front, and rest. Stand up, breathe in this 10 seconds. So This really isn't a cardio workout, but it can be if we keep the rest short. Ready, set, go. Same exercise, 4 rounds. Second round, pull in, let them down, pull in, let them down. If you're really heavy weights, you might be putting a little more oomph into this. If they're too heavy, do single arms. Pull and release. Your gaze should be on the floor in front of your toes. And rest. So your hamstrings are tight, you're gonna feel this. Your backside's tired, you're gonna feel this. But it's like sitting down on the toilet. Are you ready? Set, go. Yeah, did you catch that? It's like sitting down on the toilet, reaching back, making sure it's there. Pull and release. Neutral neck. Gaze in front of you like an apple wisp beneath your chin. So our neck is taken care of. Hold this. Hold it. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stand. Give it a little rest. You can kind of pedal out your feet here a little bit. Last round of this. 3, 2, bend over and go. Pull and release. Pull and release. Squeeze and release. After this, we're going to change our position and change our exercise for the next 4. Belly row. Palms are still forward here. You have inside 10 seconds. I'm going to try to make this as quick a change as we can. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, next one. 1 heavy weight or 2 lighter weights. Right now, what I want you to do, just hold that weight. We're going to get to that. I want you to pull one leg up and set it down in the back. Pull that other heel up to your backside, set it down. Now, that's your hip width. I want you to heel, push your heels out. Oops, you guys can't see me. So if I'm here, push your heels out, push your toes out. That's your goblet squat. And you can actually put them out further. I want you to hold your goblet like this. I don't care what you think's in that goblet. You can put whatever you like in it, but it's a weight. Yes, so right on your palms. We're not double gripping it, hard on our thumbs. I want to like this, and we're going to do goblet squat. So find that goblet squat position, shoulders down and back, the abs braced, weight right here, ready, set, and go. We're going to squat down, bring it up. Here's me from the side, down and up. Want to come down to your knees and up? You certainly can. That's a pretty far reach for my knees today. You keep it at your range. I might keep it right here. So when you come up, I want you to think about squeezing your backside, not pushing your hips forward, but engaging your glutes. Weight is held right at your chest. Still nice and proud, and rest. We're going to do that again. Make your adjustments, heavy weights, lighter weights, change your foot position if you need to. 3, 2, 1, and go. Down and up, down and up, down and up. Yeah, up. Don't forget that little squeeze at the top. Get those glutes working. You have 10 seconds. You're halfway through this block. Down and up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Goodness gracious, it's like 20 of 6. Yeah, 20 of 6 here. All right, got 2 more of this to do, and then we're going to get to our finisher. Ready, set, and go. Make sure those knees are headed towards your second toe, second and third toe. They're not going over, they're just aiming. They're kind of like little arrows being drawn out. Your butt is still going back, squeezing, engaging those glutes at the top, bracing your abs. This is a nice ab workout too, a nice trunk strengthener. Rest. Because you already know, I'm not a big sit-up fan. I'm not sure they're so great for us. There's other ways to get at it. Ready, set, go. Down and up, down and up, down, up, and squeeze. Last round. Last round. Your glass is 3/4 full. We're filling it to the top here. You have 10 seconds. And then we have a final finisher before our stretch. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, clear some space. You're gonna find yourself down on your side. So if you have a mat, grab it. You don't necessarily need it if you're fine on your floor. go ahead and get down on your floor. This is probably the first time you've seen my mat. I don't usually take time to get it out. I'm going to move it back for you. So pick a side to lay on, doesn't matter which one. I want you up on your elbow, okay? And when your bottom half is swooped down in like this, I call that Netflix. We're not doing Netflix. I want you to push through your elbow that's right underneath your shoulder, and I want you to lift that bottom side up. All right. I want you to keep that bottom leg bent and straighten the top leg. We're going to lift and lower it 10 times. Point that foot. Make sure your hips are stacked. Fingertips can be on your ear. Ready, set, and go. Here's 10, 9. Hips are stacked so you don't roll over. 7, 6. Push up away from the floor on that underside. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay that leg down. I want you to extend those legs, feet together. You're going to do a side plank for about 15 seconds. Options. This is number 1, like this. Number 2 is to put that bottom knee down. Number 3 is to put both knees together. Okay, so whichever you're doing, on your mark, get set, go. Here's level 1, hold that. Here's level 2. If you're doing level 2, here's level 3. Whatever level you're at, you got 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Come down on that side. Get back into that pressing away from the floor. So not Netflix, press it up. Bottom leg is bent, front leg is straight. As you bring it forward, hip crease, flex that foot. So we're gonna go front, point that toe, sweep it back. Don't let yourself rock back. This isn't how far can you come front and how far can you go back. It's wherever your hamstring lets you come front, and don't work above your hip in the back. So no low back pain here. So front and back, that was 4. Here's 5 and back. Here's 6, press up away from the floor. 7, point that toe and back, flex that foot and back. 2 more, 9 and back, 10 and back. All right, quick counter stretch, just press up. And I want you to lean over those knees, reach to the side of that mat, kind of like where we started at the beginning. And we're gonna switch sides. So either roll over or make sure you can see me or hear me. We're gonna start on that elbow. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. Press up away, so you lift that underside, and we'll go up and down for 10. You can put fingertips on ears, you can put them on the floor. 8 and down, point that toe. 7, 6, and it's not about how high you can go, it's about moving from the hip, not letting that underside sweep down. So it shouldn't look like this. Is that 5? Here's 4, 3, point that toe, 2, and 1. Press up into your side plank, either double leg, bent knee, double bent knee. Ready? Knee. Ready, set, and go. I know I'm rushing you guys. So what if you put your arm up in the top? Is your head lined up with your neck, regardless of what position you're in? We're here for 15 to 20 seconds on my count. So who really knows, right? Some of you are saying, she doesn't count. How are we gonna know when we're done? We're gonna be done in 5, 4, 3, 2, don't go down yet, 1, and down. Okay, hip crease. Load up that shoulder, that elbow, press up and away. Straighten that top leg, flex that foot, bring it front, sweep it back, point that toe, bring it front, sweep it back. There's 8. Here's 7, 10 times. 6, point and flex. Move from the hip, don't move from the back. Here's 3 and back. Here's 2 and back. Last exercise and back, and you're done. A quick counter stretch. Quick counter stretch. And then we're going to roll over all the way down to our back. Now, if you need to go, I understand. I know I'm at 3:45 right now, we're good. So let's roll on back. Many of you already know I like to start with double knees to chest, just to stretch out that lower back. Head, neck, shoulders on the floor. Nice big deep breaths in and out. You can rock side to side with those knees. You can make circles with those knees. Guys, you made it. Tuesday night workout is done. Woohoo. Circles the other way. Place your left foot on the floor with the knee bent. Take your right leg and send it to the ceiling. Now, ideally, you want this leg straight. So if you get straight leg here and you can't go any further because your hamstring limits you, that's fine. I want a nice stretch in the hamstring for that straight leg that's headed towards the ceiling. And from here, I want you to point and flex that foot. So point those toes towards the ceiling, point those toes towards your knee, pushing that heel up. Point and flex, head, neck, and shoulders still on the floor. You can grab behind that leg to facilitate that stretching. Point and flex, point and flex. One more stretch here. Cross that ankle over the other knee, reach through for figure 4, pulling that other leg back towards you. Make sure, this is my left leg, so make sure your left knee is headed towards your left shoulder, not across your body. This is reclined pigeon pose for those of you that do yoga. Both feet on the floor, knees bent. I want you to cast your knees to one side, arms to the other. Get a nice side body, hip, lower back stretch there. Just breathe through that. And before you bring your knees up, I want you to brace your abs and then pull your knees up. Let's send them the other way, leaning them over. Each side's different, each person's different. If you want a little more, look out, turn your head and look out past your fingertips. Breathe. Brace your abs, bring those knees in. This time, leave your right foot on the floor. Send your left leg long. Bring it up into the air, wherever is comfortable, and let you have a straight leg hamstring stretch. The minute you bend your knee, you're not stretching your hamstring. So keep that leg straight wherever it happens to be. Reach up behind that calf. Breathe through this here a little bit. And then I want you to point and flex your foot. So point it to the ceiling, flex it towards your knee. Plantar flexion toward the ceiling, dorsiflexion towards your knee. Point and flex, point and flex. One more. And flex. Now cross that ankle over the other knee, reach on through. Bring that in. You're getting a nice stretch outside here. Sometimes just laying like this gives you a stretch. And if you're that tight, let me know. I can help you out there. Most of us can bring that knee in a little bit. And go ahead. Bring those knees like you're doing double knees to chest. Place your hands on your shins. And as you rock forward, press into those shins to sit up. If that doesn't work for you, lay on your side to sit up. Either way is good.